Minnesota is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank the Chairman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today in support of HJ Resolution 118. This is a resolution that will protect welfare work requirements from executive overreach, ensuring that welfare recipients must continue to work in order to qualify for benefits. And as acting chairman of the Human Resources Subcommittee, I just want to talk real quickly about how this resolution accomplishes two very simple objectives. First, the resolution simply affirms congressional authority over welfare programs by invalidating the overreach of an HHS rule. Back in July, HHS unilaterally granted itself the authority to rewrite the work requirements, claiming that they can approve or disapprove work rules at the state level. But that's just not how Congress intended this to work. Both the Nonpartisan Government Accountability Office and the Congressional Research Service agree that this HHS approval is far more than guidance to states. It constitutes a new rule that must first be submitted to Congress for review before it can take effect. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, this resolution, it lets states know where Congress stands on the importance of strong work requirements. The 1996 welfare reform law was first created with strong work requirements, and it was a bipartisan historic achievement. The result was a program that heavily emphasizes engaging welfare recipients in work and pro-work activities. Before the HHS guidance, states knew what the rules were. However, in the wake of this new HHS rule, it's not clear what the rules are now. HHS seems intent now to simply make up the rules as they go along. That's what an anonymous HHS official told the Washington Post recently, describing how this policy of waiving work requirements was evolving in an iterative process. The administration's defense that these changes will strengthen the work requirements is not reassuring because it just doesn't make sense. If states want to engage more welfare recipients in work for more hours and with tougher penalties for failing to work, there's nothing that stops them from doing so under current law. They don't need a waiver to apply to do any of that. Simple logic simply says that the HHS guidance is about weakening, not strengthening work requirements for welfare recipients.
I yield an additional 30 seconds.
And Mr. Speaker, we cannot allow HHS to circumvent Congress and undermine welfare work requirements. I urge my colleagues to support the resolution and yield back the balance of my time.